Mary meet Libra, Libra sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Libras starting today, Tuesday, Tuesday, 21st of May, 2024. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely I Am Her Eminence and the lovely Jennifer. And moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you, Libras and friends of Libras, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. Today I am reading with this Tarot Grand Luxe. And I've already purified with this Vervain by Provence Santé. And you can find links to both of these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching on a restream on YouTube and you don't like watching shuffling, you can use the timestamps in the video description to get right to the reading. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. Right now, that's still a bunch of affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We are in the midst of upgrading that shop. We will have a soft launch very soon, and then the full shop should be open sometime, we're hoping, in June. So stay tuned. If you'd like to give a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could also use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. This does go out to a lot of Libra, so if for some reason it doesn't feel like it makes any sense or doesn't hit, just don't worry about it, because it's probably not meant for you. If that's the case, just disregard the reading. Check out the readings for your other signs, or remember that we have a daily reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. You can find the most recent replays of all of the tarot readings right on the website. arielscorner.com, arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. You'll get right to them. Thanks again for being here, Libra. I so appreciate you. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Give this deck a nice clean cut. And we will see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Leos for the next couple weeks. Phew. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We've got this Page of Wands. Hello, Page. We've got an Ace of Coins and an 8 of Cups. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? So that the coins, you know, it's been sort of a theme for you. A little bit more money, a little bit more money, a little bit more resources, a little bit more things working out for you. And everybody's going to be different. Obviously, there's a lot of different Libras. And so it's going to look different for each of you. But the coins do represent physical, worldly assets, usually money or other kinds of things, benefits, property, whatever that means to you. It can be health, it can be your physical body, but it's a very positive card, and it's the beginning of a nice trend, which is interesting to me, because I thought for many of you over the last few months this had already started, but here we are again starting another new trend, and it's a very powerful trend. Those aces are the winners of their suit, so you are in the process of winning in your own game of in regards to money and prosperity and all that stuff. So just recognize that. You might want to try on that for size. Just put on that idea of the winning energy. I'm a winner in money. I'm a winner in whatever it is that your physical assets that are up for you. I'm a winner. I'm winning. I'm winning this game. I'm playing my hand. I'm doing well. Try that on for size. Wear that like clothing over these next couple weeks. Remind yourself that that's who you are. Don't like look outside of yourself and say, is it coming from you? Is it coming from you? No, it's coming from you. It's coming straight from you. And this 8 of Cups is this amazing, intuitive power. You've always had that. You've always been good at being intuitive, Libra, but it's on a different sort of level. this next couple weeks. And for many of you, and just because this is a Rider-Waite-Smith oriented deck, I'm gonna let that picture speak to us. For many of you, you're gonna be called to give up stuff from the past. You're gonna be called to just say, I don't need to hang on to anything. I don't need to hang on to old beliefs. I don't need to hang on to old relationships. I don't need to hang on to anything. I can move into freedom and follow my intuition no matter what. I can really follow and where I'm being led to go. And what you'll notice about that is all these cups that are being left behind, they're not really being left behind. It's just the shells are being left behind. The old manifestations. Like a lot of times when people hear that, they think, oh, I hope I'm not leaving my relationship. Well, no, usually that doesn't mean that you're leaving your relationship, but it probably means that you're leaving an old form of that relationship to go on to something better. That's the problem with relationships, is people get so hooked on the forms that they start in, that when the relationships, and this is a relationship not only with people, but with everything, with money, with whatever, when the relationship starts to grow and transform and starts to look different, they think, oh no, it's failing. No, it's not failing, it's succeeding. And that's what's happening with you. Everything is succeeding. And as it succeeds, you're being called into new vistas where the forms of the things that are important to you change. And so you have to leave those old forms behind. And that's a beautiful thing. It's just normal. Can you imagine if your body never allowed old skin cells to die and and get sloughed off? I mean, the body wouldn't work. It would just be awful. And so this is, I look at sometimes this Eight of Cups as you being exfoliating from your aura everything that's holding you back from listening to that inner guide. Because a lot of times people say, oh, well, big deal, the inner guide. It's everything, the inner guide. The inner guide is everything. It tells you it can, if you want it to, tell you where to go to be successful. But most of us are so, interested in, well, what do I think? What do I want to do? As if we know. And if we could just ask, if we could learn to be intuitive, if we could just ask that inner guide and allow ourselves to be guided intuitively, we would realize that we don't really always have our best interests at heart like we think we do. And that if we can just, that's one of the things we have to leave behind. If we can leave behind the ideas of like what I think I want, what I think is good, I know what's going to make me happy, and just follow the inner guide, we get right to our happiness and we say, wow, I would have never thought of this. I'm so glad I didn't follow my own train of thinking here. I'm so glad I just allowed myself to be guided, because I would have never thought of this. I would have never come up with this. And for many of you, this has to do with a lot of wonderful prosperity, and also a lot of wonderful work. Creative work, whatever the wands represent to you. Wands represent your creativity, they represent your job, they represent your career, they represent art, they represent whatever is important in regards to work. That page is talking about new openings, new learning, new understandings of what your work can be. And almost like sometimes when you go through a Page of Wands experience, it feels like, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is so different. I remember that when I was changing my handwriting, I'm like, I don't know how to write anymore. I can't write anymore because the old habits were being supplanted by new habits. And so it felt like I didn't even know how to write anymore, but I just kept at it, and I kept learning, and my new handwriting took over. And it made such a big, huge, wonderful difference, not only in my writing, but in my personality. I was surprised at how well that worked. And that was a total Page of Wands experience. So that may be happening for many of you. It's like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore because it's so different. That's good. That's good. So keep following that inner guidance, because you're headed for success. Lots of success. Look at that beautiful Sun card. Look at that gorgeous Death card. Look at this beautiful Queen of Wands card. Everything is pointing toward your success today. I love the Death card on top of this Ace of Coins, especially with this Eight of Cups here, because it's just talking about that same thing on an even deeper level of you don't want to keep everything. You want to let the forms go. The more you can let the forms go, the faster you can find that new rebirth. The faster, it's like when somebody's wanting to going back to the skin, they want to rejuvenate their skin. Well, doctors can't rejuvenate your skin for you, but they can give nature all the opportunity to do that for you. So they use things like exfoliation and lasers and chemical peels, which may or may not be good for you. I don't know. But the whole idea of it is that they're taking off a layer of old skin and forcing nature to work quickly to bring that new skin into happening. A similar kind of thing is happening for you right now. You are letting go of that layer of old, what you used to do. And you want to do that because the new, beautiful prosperity that is coming up underneath that is everything that you've wanted. And this Queen of Wands has to do a lot with this Page of Wands, is going to nurture that because it's going to come not by somebody handing you a basket of money out of nowhere. It's going to come through your work. Your prosperity is going to come through your work, even if it's not happening directly. Now, the Sun card has to do with many of you recently, not necessarily in the manner I'm going to speak it, but in one way or another, have been calling on the solar light to start to reorganize your life so that it starts to conform to the divine design. And so when you ask for that, that's like going to the doctor saying, I want to look young. And the doctor says, okay, this is what I recommend. You ready? Here we go. And that's when the Death card comes in, because the Death card represents that part of the process that gets rid of old forms, that gets rid of outworn ideas, gets rid of problems, gets rid of old whatever is not working anymore, whatever has outlived its usefulness. And then you go through that whole exfoliation so that this Queen of Wands can start to nurture the new. And look at where you're headed. These are all those old skin cells. You're walking through into the new growth, not worrying about what you've left behind. Isn't that wonderful? So this is a beautiful reading, and this is a beautiful time of renewal and rejuvenation. And yes, prosperity, but prosperity on a very large scale and a very broad understanding of what that might mean for you, because it's so different for everybody. Now, if you need money, that's part of it. If you need health, that's part of it. If you need benefits, that's part of it. Whatever it is, if you need new property, that's part of it. Whatever the physical world needs to start to have this in order for you to thrive is coming. But it's been held in abeyance by old ideas, old outdated things, whether they be in the physical, the mental, the emotional, wherever. Those things are leaving. They are being sloughed off, and you are walking into this area where all this new growth is happening. Now, this is all happening under the auspices of the solar light. So I would recommend that you take a listen, if you have any time over the next couple of weeks, to these two meditations. One is the solar light. The solar light meditation you can do in just a few moments. So I would recommend that you do that even daily if you could, because it's very, very brief. And you can do it all on your own. You don't have to listen to the recording after you learn how to do it. The other one is this Death card meditation, and it's called Letting Problems Die. And it would be a really good one for you if you have time for it, just to sort of optimize the energy of this reading of this is a time of rejuvenation, renewal, and I don't want to say upgrade, because that kind of gives us that Venus idea. It's not so much that, but it's renewal, rejuvenation, being reborn in a way, and it's a very prosperous thing, and it's a very youthful thing, and it's a very healthy thing, so that you're going into a very beautiful, rejuvenating phase of your life. And it's not meant to be painful. It's not meant to be anything other than rejuvenating. It's not so much restful, like where you're just supposed to take a bunch of downtime, because I see a lot of activity, but it's definitely letting go of what's not working for you in a wonderfully organic, easy, safe manner, enthusiastically. And you're doing it. You're doing great, Libra. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators. I am Her Eminence, Jennifer and Delene. We'll see you in a couple weeks, Libra. Blessed be.